Holla ballers, what's going on? It's Preacher. We're doing some Ret stuff today. Get prepared to be executed. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. Oh, we got some buffs for the gangsters. Why would they be here? This is an interesting place to log into a dungeon, isn't it? Whatever, who cares? Let's get into it. I know most of the things people are going to be asking me when they're looking at their Ret video is, Preacher, when do I switch to Seal of the Righteous? If you haven't got 5 or 6 mobs at least, it is really not worth it. What I do want you to do is taunt off there. If you are doing, if you have got the Glyph of Double Jeopardy, make sure you're swapping your judgments around. Always nice. And getting that censure ticking up nice and tidy. I'm not going to blow any cooldowns on this guy, that's for damn sure. Keep that censure rocking and keep swapping your judgments around. You have a hammer of the wrath. Boosh. I do love hammering people in the face at the last moment. Always fun on the Ret Paladin. Have one. Have it. Nice. Once you get to... I actually did that wrong there. Once you get to just 2 mobs, it's worth swapping your Templar's Verdict towards Divine Storm. As silly as that is, again, with the Ret Paladin, it just feels like it's not found its perfect place yet, which makes me sad. It really does. It makes me sad that it's like that. I don't want it to be like that, but it is like that, you know? It just is. There's nothing I can say about it or change to do anything about it. It just feels like, hey, you know what? We could do with probably just taking a little look at this here and seeing what's going on. So again, you're going to be doing a lot of swapping. You're going to take a little bit of practice to get used to your Ret Paladin. There's going to be a little bit of just understanding how this class works and how these different spells work. I hope they get some sort of change. There's a few issues with them, such as their cooldowns being all sorts and all over the place. This is never something like we're jumping down, ballers. Is that what we be doing? You let me know. Let me know. What do you do? Wait, oh, get your eyes on the Ironhide Protector. I can see that. Ready? I'm ready. I'm ready. Come on. Oh, everybody sound off. Come on. Oh, we've got marks. Really? You want to kill that guy before you kill the guy, making it take 50% less damage? Really? That's the game plan? I don't think so. So I'm going to get Inquisition up first of all, and then I'm about to blow my wedge. There it is. Right, we're blowing wedge. And we're Divine Storming. And we're doing our Hammer of the Righteous now. More Divine Storm. I love the cooldown aspect. When they all line up nicely, it is sweet. It is sweet as a nut. Now we've got this many mobs, I am definitely in the mode of dropping some big Hammer of the Righteouses. Give that guy a finish off. Right, we're back to single target rotation. Again, still 2 mobs, so I'm still going to be using Divine Storm. What I'm not going to be doing here is mixing in any... oh, you know what I need to do? I need to execute this fool. Execution sentence. Should have used that a bit earlier. I know. Suck. I think the DPS says for itself, even with mistakes, to swap that judgment around. Now with 3 mobs, my simple process of doing this is swap judgment around where possible. Try and keep censure up on 1 target, that's your dot. And my cooldowns, even with 2, my finisher is going to be Divine Storm when it's 2 mobs, okay? That is my finisher. I'm not going to Templar's Verdict when I've got this many. Only using Templar's Verdict when you have a single target, which makes the whole thing a little bit confusing because I had to switch up Hammer of the Righteous there, then move back to Crusader Strike when we get a couple of mobs. But still, devastated the DPS there. 90k DPS. Always nice to see a nice big 90k DPS flying out from the Ret Paladin. That burst is just incredible. It's absolutely incredible, and it's dominating. You can see there, Divine Storm. I don't approve of this Divine Storm aspect, especially with 2 mobs. It seems silly that we're using an AoE spell, but that is just how we roll, unfortunately. That is just the way it is, so get used to it. Get that Inquisition up. Again, here, with 2 mobs, I'm just going to switch up the Judgment and Divine Storming. When I start getting 4 or 5 mobs, that's when I start using Hammer of the Righteous. It seems backwards, I know. It's nothing to do with me. I'm telling you that now. We're if I can fit off. I do like Execution Sentence. It just looks so baller. It really does. It's like you gonna die. Switching that Judgment up again. Down to one mob, finally. Oh, I can almost Templar's Verdict there. It teased me with the possibility of a Templar's Verdict. How far away are you running? No wonder you bottom on the DPS, my friend, if you're running away from mobs before they die. Just saying, Raystar. Maybe you should have a little think about what you're doing, you know? It's just not kosher to be the guy who's running away before the mobs die. Especially as a ranged character, you could have stayed at the back and disengaged at 10%, 5%, whatever you want it to be. Just saying, just going to say. So the big practice for you guys is really getting used to when and where to swap things around in terms of what you're pressing. Are we pressing Crusade Strike here? Well, yeah, if there's up to like 4 or 5 mobs, stick to your single target. Just swap your judgments around. That's all you need to be doing. 4, 5 mobs, then I'm going to start using Hammer of the Righteous. If I have 2 mobs, I'm going to be starting using Divine Storm. It's all a huge combination of things, which is the struggle. Mixing that... Oh, the tank missed the lift. Gotta jump, bro. Even for a big DK like you, a big Tauren badass like you gotta do that jump. Do you make the jump? You make the jump? It's coming up. It's coming up. Come up. Show me your face. I want to see a big Tauren. Missed it again. Lift booked. Let's ask the question. Are you jumping on it when it comes down? It can't be that easy. I'm just bugged. Let's have a look. Oh, the pallet is shaming. Yeah. The first time I see someone claim it's bugged because he didn't jump on the lift. Oh, he's jumping to the side. No risks. No risk taken by Death Hands. Death Hands? Hang on. Thinking about it. Come on, Death Hands. Show me those deathly hands, that grips of immortality. Of course I was. I went up and I fell through. Sure, buddy. We all believe you. So 4 mobs. This, of course, I'm not using Hammer of the Righteous. I am going to Divine Storming. There we go. Mixing it up. I think you're waiting for your cooldown. Oh, that's going to be a Templar's Verdict. I'm going to take the opportunity to Templar's Verdict. I really am. You're going to give me the chance to Templar's Verdict? I'm going to do it. I'm always going to take the opportunity where necessary to do a Templar's Verdict. I will say there's some issues with... there's so many just things that don't add up with the Ret Paladin. Why so many different variations of when we should be using AoE or not? Why so many different cooldowns on our cooldowns? 2 minutes on Holy Avenger, 3 minutes on Avenging Wrath, 5 minutes on Guardian the Ancient Kings. Come on, buddy. They only line up once, and that makes you God mode for a few seconds, which is kind of cool, I guess. Oh, he's pulling the next one in. Being God mode is always kind of fun. I get that. But, you know, it's nice to also just have reliable sources of damage for a few seconds as well. Maybe that's just me. That just me? Oh, okay, I'll show up then. I have a 100k Templar's Verdict for your trouble. Really? Okay. I'm gonna pick on the big guy. Get him pulled, buddy. Again, 4 mobs. Not gonna be using Hammer of the Righteous. I am going to be using Divine Storm. It sort of made sense for me more, crazily enough, and dare I say, in Cataclysm when I hated the Ret Paladin. Is that okay to say? That it made more sense to me then, where it was like, well, Divine Storm only gives you Holy Power when you do it this way. Oh, okay, so that's when I should use Divine Storm. Yeah, because that'll give you Holy Power. Okay, that's logical, it makes sense. Now it's 2 mobs, 3 mobs, 4 mobs. All different? Oh, okay, I get it, I guess. Switching that judgment up. Again, try and keep your Sentry rolling on one target. See if I can get in a Divine Storm there. These things charge around a little bit. Should have swapped my judgment there. Slacking creature, as normal. Terrible play. There, I'll swap my judgment and get back to the one that's got a Sentry on it. Keep that Sentry rocking and rolling. Keep that Inquisition up, guys. So important. There's nothing more crucial to DPS than Inquisition. Still, 2 mobs up. Okay, give me this boss, because I'm about to explode. I still have 50 seconds of Inquisition. Let's have it. Let's go, buddy. Come on, Death Hands. Show him your Death Hands. Reveal the Death Hands to the world. Death Hands. Come, Mighty Death Hands. Mighty Death Hands, go. I choose you, Death Hands. There we go. Right, first things first, let's get Inquisition up. And now it's cooldown time. Execution sentence, go! It feels a little bit like a Frost DK in terms of this ridiculous burst I'm doing. I will say the burst doesn't feel meaty. I mean, I can see the numbers. I know what I'm doing. 120k DPS. Awesome. That's great. It doesn't feel meaty. I want some noise that's like I'm literally slamming you in the face with my brain. I want to feel that. Oh well. Decimated the boss, no big deal. Burst. A lot of brain power for the Ret Paladin, guys. There you go. Ret Paladin, some variations on a theme there of what's happening and the changes you're going to need to integrate into your play. But you can see the DPS is there. The DPS is there. Look at Guardian of the Ancient Kings there. Second main source of damage. That is insane. It's absolutely insane. Well, there you go, ballers. The Ret Paladin. Lots to think about. This is a thinking man's class right now. A thinking man's class. So take that into consideration while you're playing this one. Alright, ballers. See you later.